How's it going, everybody? I'm back again with another movie review. And I'm sorry, I'm about to be kind of moving around on my screens a little bit because I'm kind of pulling my information. I'm just not ready today. Uh, so, how's it going, people? Guess what? We got another movie review. Um, so, um, I know I said it before too. So, well, first of all, before I get to that point, if you would for me, please like, comment, subscribe on the channel. Videos, definitely check them out. I'm gonna try to get reviews out now every week. Um, they're probably like I just did two, and I'll probably doing some more here too because I've seen some more movies. But and I'm probably gonna do a section where I'm thinking to do a movie section where like I'll review movies that I haven't watched. Um, and then I'm going to put up the video too about the state of Marvel because I know that came out a few days ago, and I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions on what I think about what's going on with Marvel right now. So, um, again, like, comment, subscribe on the videos. I'm going to be dropping. I'm going to drop a few today, so kind of get these out real quick. Tell you my reviews, my opinions on these movies. So, I just watched The Flash last night. So I saw two movies last night. I saw Sisu last night, which I just reviewed, and then I saw The Flash. So these are two movies that I wanted to talk about. And so with this movie, so this is an interesting movie, right? Because it this was a box office bomb, and I think I actually did a video on that too on my channel. If you want to check that out too, I go into detail about what I think about it. I'm going to give the fast version. I went into detail about it on that video. Um, a lot of controversy behind this movie. Delays hurt this movie. The studio coming out saying it's the best superhero ever made, film ever made. Um, so you have a high ceiling, you have a high expectation to do really good. The and most importantly, the biggest thing of all is the humongous controversy behind Ezra Miller, um, which I don't really care for Ezra Miller as a person. I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't like him. I do not like Ezra Miller at all as a person. Um, all the crazy stuff came out. Like I said, if you want to watch that last video, I went into pretty big detail about what I thought about the situation, what happened with him. He just got into a mound of trouble, um, and WB just tried their best to sweep everything he did under the rug. I wasn't cool with that. Uh, but I'm not going to review his personal matters outside of the movie. I'm going to review what I thought about the movie. So this is really huge, largely anticipated DC film. Again, stars Ezra Miller. You got Michael Keaton back as Batman. You got um, you got Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne slash Batman. Uh, Michael Shannon's back as Zod. Um, I can't remember who the girl's name was that played Supergirl. I know Kiersey Clemens is in here. She plays the love interest to Ezra Miller's character, Barry Allen, in the movie. Uh, as you see in the trailer too, there's two Ezra Millers, so and there's a big point with that as well. Uh, so yeah, there is. I will say one thing about this movie. There's a ton of cameos in here, like throughout this movie. Like there's a lot, there's a lot of cameos in here. Uh, Particularly, I'm not gonna ruin it. There's one at the end that I thought was really funny. I started cracking up when I saw it. Um, I didn't see that coming at all, but it was funny. I thought it was a little clever how they did it too, considering what the movie's about. Um, so yeah, you got your superheroes in here. You got Flash, Batman. Supergirl's in here. Uh, you know, Wonder Woman shows up. It is a lot of really cool stuff in here. Honestly, I would say like it does have a lot of action in it. It is a really fun superhero film. I thought it had some really emotional like heartfelt moments in it too. Honestly, like I really thought like the movie like really had me going in a lot of parts. Like it really won me over because when I first saw this, when I first heard about the movie, and then I've heard people say it sucks. I heard people say it was a mess, and I did not want to see this movie at all. Like I really did not want to see this movie. Only the only reason why I would probably been watching this movie for was Michael Keaton as to come back as Batman because I grew up on the 1989 Batman. Um, Michael Keaton was and always will be my favorite Batman because I think it might be a nostalgia thing, but I really just liked him as Batman. We've had some sucky ones. Uh, we've had some good ones. But I thought he was one of the good ones, honestly. Uh, and I was just a big Michael Keaton fan back in the day too. So, Mr. Mom and all that stuff too. I know a lot of people were iffy on him becoming Batman because he was always like the lighthearted family man type person. You don't expect that to be Batman, but I thought he nailed it as Batman. I really liked him in here as Batman. Um, he's really cool. Like he's just a really cool character in here, and he was definitely one of my favorite standouts of the movie was Michael Keaton. Uh, Now I did watch a couple of reviews on this, and some of the reviews I saw, they said um, they said Michael Keaton Batman was. They said this is the Batman movie. This is the Michael Keaton Batman movie. Um, I disagree with that 100%. This is like he's really good in it, and he has some good action scenes, but he wasn't. I don't know. To me, he wasn't really the standout in this movie. Like he was really good at. Like don't get me wrong. Like I was really the that 1989 nostalgia Batman to me. I really like that about this. I think uh, the standout to me in this movie. I hate to admit this. I really hate to admit it. Ezra Miller was phenomenal in this. I like when I saw people posting and it's weird too because I know people were trying to tie the controversy to his talent as an actor. I never thought Ezra Miller was a bad actor, and it really showed in this movie because not only is he really good in this movie, he has to play two different roles, and he feels like two different characters. I really thought he stood out. Um, he like and what I thought was funny was like he's arguing with himself from another timeline, and he starts to realize too. He's like, man, like I really am annoyed, like because you see it in his face, like he's getting annoyed, like he's like he even yells at him, he's like, man, why don't you just take everything? Why do you always joke around? Why don't you take anything seriously? So I thought that was kind of funny. Um, and I just liked no, I just really liked the just the dynamic between those two. Like honestly, that that was my favorite part of the movie. And again, there's like some really heartfelt moments in here. Um, there's the whole time travel story about trying to change things. That comes up a lot. Uh, Even though I really admire like even some of your minor actors in here, like uh, the woman who plays Barry Allen's mom, uh, Michael Shannon. Like I say, he shows up in here. Um, I think the one character I was lukewarm on. I I didn't think she was great. I thought she was fine. Was Supergirl. I was not the biggest fan of her character in this. Like I said, she was fine. Um, they don't really give her much of a backstory. I guess other than the flip the timelines or whatever, and like I say, if you watch it, you'll see it. Uh, but I think the thing that so okay, so I have my positive way. I do like this movie. I honestly I'm shocked that I even like this movie. I like it far better than Black Adam. Sorry if you like Black Adam. I thought this was way better. Uh, but I think the thing I did not like about this movie was I do think the story's kind of all over the place. Uh, I think the story is just the plot is kind of everywhere. Really, it's a little jumble. It is messy. Uh, it just feels like there's a lot going on in here, and not it's not like too much going on, but it's just like there's all this stuff going on at once, and it is because of the whole. So I don't know if you guys heard it. They're trying to do the multiverse thing with this. This is a multiverse movie, uh, and it feels like they're trying to do like a whole Back to the Future homage, because there's actually a scene where they actually argue about. There's a whole reference to Back to the Future in this. And in a way, it kind of is like a Back to the Future-ish type of movie too. So it reminded me of Back to the Future a lot of it actually, but with superheroes in it, like cool superheroes. Uh, Also, another issue I had with this movie, and I've heard a lot of people complain about it, was the CGI. The CG in this movie looks hideous. I don't know what happened, because like this was delayed so much, so I don't know between the few years ago it was supposed to come out and now that it came out, but it just felt like the CGI was sloppy, man. Like it just looked like it this looks like this looks like a pre-stage like render that needed like 20 more renders before it was released. Like seriously, it looks bad. Um, and I kind of heard the criticisms about the CG, and I noticed it. I noticed some of the parts when Flash was running, the CG looked a little weird to me. But where it got really bad um, was towards the end, and you'll see it too. Um, it's a scene that they show where they just it's like a CG like overload, and it looks really bad. Um, it looks terrible. There's a scene with some babies at the beginning, and those babies look creepy. Like it's like it's CG babies, but they look nightmarish. Like they look creepy. Like that's how bad the rendering is in this. Like the CG just looks really bad in this movie. Uh, and of course, like every superhero movie, there's a post credit scene. Didn't care for it. They could have left that. They could have left that one out. Really, didn't think it was that great. There is a lot of comedy though to this movie. Like I said, but what pulled me in was the emotional parts in it, the comedy. Uh, like I said, um, Ezra Miller stole this movie. He stole this movie. Like he carried this movie on his back. I like I said, and again, this is coming from a person who grew up watching Michael Keaton, and I really like Michael Keaton Batman in here. But this really, people telling you that this is the Batman movie. No, this is the Flash movie. Like this is the Ezra Miller movie. He really did that. Um, and again, I know he's tied around the controversy, but I just because he's basically like the older hit the present day Flash. He's basically like the older brother to the past Flash, and I really do like that. I like that dynamic between both of them. So, um, all right. So this one for me, it's gonna be. I was I was I was teetering between a moderate. Um, this is kind of like a moderate to like solid recommend. Like it's in between those two for me. Um, it's fine. I'll probably just go moderate. like a really like strong moderate, because like I said, it's okay in terms of story, and and again the CG looks awful, especially for this being a $200 million film. Um, and and it doesn't help that the director came out and said the CG was bad on purpose. That's not a good look, man. That just makes you look like you can't take criticism. Please don't say that again. If you ever do another CG influenced film, just do better. Man, just work better on your craft. The CG does look bad in here, but other than that, no. I was surprised. I like this a lot better than what I thought I was gonna like it. So, yeah, moderate recommend for me. Um, Not the best superhero film in the world like they were touting, but still, it's not too bad, and it's definitely worth watching. So, uh, definitely check this out. That was my review for The Flash. Yep, The Flash. So, no, definitely give this one a watch, especially if you're a fan of DC or any of these heroes too, or even if you're not. Even if you're not like a hero of these characters, I think you should definitely check this out. I really did enjoy this. All right, so that's my review for The Flash. If you liked it or whatever, you didn't like it, you can comment me, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it, and I will see you in the next video, the next review video thing that I do. Peace.